You can know every Microsoft Entra product name and still miss an SC-300 question. Several choices may be real technologies, but only one directly satisfies the requirement being tested. Picture one case. Maya is a contractor who cannot reach a protected finance app from an unmanaged device. A deployment workload needs access to the same resource. Then an auditor asks who approved the access and when it expires. Conditional access, managed identity, entitlement management, and access reviews all sound relevant. They are, but they do not own the same decision. Your job is to find the decision owner before choosing the feature. You are the identity administrator for this fictional case. Put every clue into one access file. Who or what is requesting? Which resource and requirement matter? Which mechanism directly enforces that requirement? What evidence would confirm the outcome? Identity establishes the subject. Authentication establishes confidence. Policy and resource authorization decide what proceeds. Workload identity changes who or what is asking. Governance controls how access begins, changes, and ends. Evidence is emitted throughout the decision, not only at the finish. Keep the case file open. We will use it to cross every exam domain, then solve the opening problem. This orientation follows the Microsoft Study Guide with skills measured as of April 27, 2026. Recheck the live guide before your appointment. The guide lists user identities at 20 to 25%. Authentication and access management is 25 to 30% in skills at a glance. Workload identities and identity governance are each 20 to 25%. The same page contains a conflict. The detailed authentication heading says 20 to 25%, not 25 to 30. Do not average the ranges or predict a question count. Use them for emphasis, prepare every domain, and expect cross-domain cases. The map gives you coverage. The case gives you the decision. Return to Maya. First, ask whether the contractor exists in the tenant with the correct identity state and authority. Users, groups, roles, devices, hybrid identity, and external identity belong to that lifecycle lane. Now Maya exists, but the finance app is blocked because the required device state is missing. Which layer directly enforces that requirement? User administration, access policy, workload identity, or access review? Lock your answer. It is access policy. Conditional access evaluates assignments and conditions, then applies grant or session controls using signals such as risk, device state, location, application, or authentication strength. Another group may be valid administration, but it does not own this sign-in decision. Conditional access also does not replace resource authorization. Now change one requirement. Maya's access must expire after 30 days. The primary boundary moves to governance and lifecycle. Same person, same resource, different requirement, different decision owner. The deployment workload is not Maya. An app registration describes the application. A service principal represents it in a tenant. A credential or managed identity answers how it authenticates. Permissions, consent, and resource roles define what it may attempt and what the target resource authorizes. A managed identity can remove a stored secret, but it grants no permission automatically. Secretless is not permissionless. If the stem asks you to avoid credential storage, choose the credential mechanism. If it asks what the app may do, inspect permissions, consent, and resource authorization. If it asks what happened, follow the evidence. Same resource, different requester, different authority model. Now both requests can proceed, but the auditor changes the problem. Who approved Maya? How long should access last? Should privilege be eligible and time-bound? How will the organization verify continued need? Entitlement management can package access. Access reviews test whether assignments should continue. Privileged identity management controls eligible and time-bound privileged activation. Logs, workbooks, and reports help explain the resulting activity. Identity established the subject. Policy evaluated the human request. Workload controls defined the application's authority. Governance controlled approval, duration, privilege, review, and removal. Evidence followed every decision point and closed the case. That is the control plane method. Now transfer it to exam pressure. On exam day, read the requirement before the product names. Identify the requester, resource, direct decision point, and evidence. Then eliminate answers that operate at the wrong boundary. Do not build your strategy around a rumored question count, guaranteed format, or memorized duration. Microsoft says question counts can vary, distinguishes exam time from seat time, and warns that interactive components may appear. Your appointment details and Microsoft's current exam experience page are the authority. Use the official experience demo and confirm the current check-in, identification, accommodation, and break guidance for your appointment. The form can vary. Your reasoning routine should not. Each practice exam is a complete, original 45-question mixed domain exam, never an exam dump or copied, signed-in practice assessment. Their emphases are core administration, hybrid and external identity, security and risk, applications and workloads, and advanced integration. Take exam 1 as a baseline, not a verdict. Commit before each reveal. Tag every miss by boundary: object lifecycle, access policy, risk, workload authority, governance, or evidence. Repair the mechanism, then prove it in a changed scenario. If misses cluster around conditional access evidence and managed identity permissions, route through exam 3, repair, exam 4, then cross-domain transfer. 5 exams give you 225 original practice decisions. Not a dump, fixed form prediction, or score guarantee, but evidence about how you reason. Back to the opening case. Contractor, deployment workload, auditor. 3 symptoms, not 1 answer. Find the requester. Find the resource and requirement. Find the mechanism that directly enforces it. Prove the result from evidence. That is how 4 domains become one SC-300 strategy.